Hey, everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? Welcome to our show. Tonight is Tuesday, October 21st. Uh, I'm coming to you live from beautiful Cliffside Park, New Jersey. I'm at Judy's house. That's why it looks so nice. And our guests tonight are Keith Torgan and his beautiful wife, Barbara Siesel, or Barbara Siesel and her adorable husband, Keith Torgan. So, Leo, hit that promo.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am.
Welcome back. We are so glad you're here. We have a lot of material to cover tonight. Originally, we almost thought we were going to have 4 guests because we have so much material to cover. But we will still let you know about things that are coming up, like picks of the week, picks of the month, great shows that are coming up. And but what we also have is a very special guest. They've been on the show, I think, a few times, and they're always working on something exciting and new. And now they have a show, a portrait show. It's really interesting. There's music and songs to beautiful portraits. And so we'll have them come on and talk about that. That's Keith Torgan and Barbara Siesel. So, but in the meantime, Leo had a wonderful thing that he wanted to tell everybody about. He was telling me about before the show. Leo, can you pop on with me for a second and talk about your songs? So, Leo, I don't know if you guys know. And Leo, oh, there's a Torgan. Oh, my God. That is a Torgan, by the way. Okay, you see this? This is a picture of Leo. So, I think it was Christmas or his birthday or something, which are the same month. I reached out to Keith Torgan. I said, I want to organize Leo. Like Keith has a certain style of portraits, although now he's doing so many different things. And all I did was send him a picture of Leo, and look what he did with it. It's phenomenal, right? Leo, I am crazy about that.
I need to. I love it.
I always forget how good it is. I mean, it's good, but it's really good. So,
And then
wow.
the flash of the lights. Wow!
There you are.
Hello!
Hello. So listen, Leo, what were you telling me earlier?
Oh.
This is so exciting.
Well, after all these years, I finally got hip with all these new kids with inspiration from Chauncey and Lynn going out there all the time. And so I thought I would submit some of the things that I have over the years to Spotify and to, wait a minute, where is it? Where did I go?
Spotify and iHeartRadio, right?
And iHeartRadio, yep. So, and Apple Music.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
If you guys get a chance, 2 songs are up so far. You Gotta Believe, which has been making charts on a couple of them, and it got back up to number 1 on that platform that I'm on. And then another one called I Can't Take, and that one is just a new one. It's part of the ones that I like to do with just drums. I like to write songs with just drums. So Spotify and Apple Music, Leo I. Rodriguez. I'm not as cute and sexy as the Brazilian Rodriguez.
Oh, wow.
I'm a Latino of a different sort.
I love that. So please go and check out our friend Leo. And how exciting, Leo. I think that's wonderful, honey. I'm very proud of you. And I'm glad you why not share our music? You know,
especially You Gotta Believe. I think that one needs to be out there. And I'm going to put All About Love, which has not been released like that, out. So.
Yeah, that's great, honey. That's great. Your music is really inspirational. And I love it. We used it for Lori Lawrence's benefit last year, All About Love, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Fun. You know, I've used it for camp and some other any show that I've written or done. I've kept that song All About Love in it because it's my Bob Hope had Thanks for the Memories.
Yeah.
So when I die, I want somebody to, from the coffin, put a recorder in there and just play it when you're lowering the coffin.
Oh, I love
That'd
that.
be
That's
fun, right?
dramatic. That's dramatic. I love that. I always felt like at my funeral, as they wheeled me down, they closed the casket. I wanted them to play the theme from Rocky. Dun, 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 gonna fly now, gonna fly now. I always thought that would be funny. People would start laughing. Dun,
There was
dun,
one
dun,
I
dun,
saw
dun,
where
dun.
a guy did a recording and he had his best friend play it or whatever, and it's like knocking. Hey, it's dark in here. What the hell?
Oh my God, that's hysterical. That is hysterical. Yeah, I think you have to have a sense of humor.
Oh
I
yeah,
really do. So
we're
yeah,
gonna be at peace. We're gonna be at peace wherever we're at, and they're gonna be down there
please,
crying. So it's got to be funny.
absolutely. But listen, we're not done yet. So we got a lot of work
Not
to
yet.
do. Now let's check in with our wonderful, wonderful,
We've got
wonderful
an
people.
oligarchy to axe, don't we?
Yes, we do. Danielle Alexandria Alchemy has joined us. Happy Tuesday, Maria, Leo, and What's the Story with Maria Crew. Hi, sweetheart. Danielle is our friend. She's a spiritual guide, a medium, a past life regressionist. She speaks to the other side. She's a psychic. She is unbelievable. How do you get a hold of Danielle? Danielle
Big
Alexandria
hug. Well,
alchemy.com, of course. Danielle Alexandria alchemy.com. And she has all kinds of services that she provides, spirit animal readings, all kinds of things. And I cannot say enough about Danielle's work. Once you get a session, you will be blown away, and then you'll just be talking about it for the rest of your life. Sergeant Sue and I talk about it all the time. So great work, Danielle. Thank you, honey. Lori, see, this happens a
Lori's
lot.
coming through.
Lori's coming through. Lori Lawrence is a friend of mine. We did a benefit for her. We do a benefit for her every year for Big Brother, Big Sister. And we're doing another one, by the way, in January 29th at the Stonewall Inn. So I just booked that this past week. So that'll be really fun. And we raise money for Big Brother, Big Sister.
My song's always available for use forever. If you guys want to use it for Lori Lawrence,
I know. I love it. I love
that's
it.
honorable for me. That's
Lori
like
was a
for
really
Lori
close friend of ours. She did a lot of great work for our causes. She was always volunteering. Anyway, Lori Towers is here. My favorite night with my favorite people. Well, the same goes for you, my friend. And John Pietero, her very dashing husband. And they are amazing. They're music historians. They are DJs. They are musicians. They're funny. Now, Leah, why don't you tell everybody how we can find Lori and John?
WFMU.org on your computer. You can stream them live. You want to go to Sheena's Jungle Room. Then you want to click Beneath the Underground, which is 7 p.m. on the East Coast. 7 p.m. on the West Coast, right? And then 10 p.m. on the East Coast to the witching hour out there, which is midnight. And then
I love it.
Here.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and
All
it's
kinds of
such a
history,
cool
facts,
show.
Fun.
So many great things, but also what I love about it, because I work Wednesday nights, but that I can listen to it the next day or whenever I want. Usually when I'm cooking, I love to listen to it. So, you can go back and you can stop and start it, it's cool. It's really, really a cool program, and they're wonderful to songwriters up and coming, and also local songwriters. And we all appreciate Lori and John so very much. Also, Lori is
great pictures of them this weekend out marching.
I saw that. Amazing. And Lori also makes jewelry. How do they find Lori's jewelry, Leo?
Right there, just streaming across the bottom page, LoriTowers.net, Axe, and then you're going to put a dash, Axe dash the dash oligarchy.
Beautiful.
And here's some of the oligarchy.
I love it. Oh, look, you got both things on one. I have mine at home. It's a great.
I was wearing the shorter one too for a while, trying to be all like fashionable, but
I like the shorter. For me, I like a shorter
yeah,
chain.
it gives me like a little choker.
Yeah, that's what I like.
A little share.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's big in the 70s. We all wore chokers.
Well, look at us.
Yeah, I know. So I have a little arrowhead. I love mine. So go and check that out. Also, Lori is a publicist, and she's a wonderful publicist. Now, Jean Simpson Dunn, speaking of wonderful,
She's your
has
gang leader, right, from high school?
oh yeah, Jean was the nice girl in school, though. She was a couple years ahead of me. She had to keep an eye on all of us. See, that's the thing. She was firstborn in her family. She had brothers. She had to take care of everything. So, and she's an Aquarius. So, they're
Oh,
pretty smart. Yeah, Aquarians are pretty smart people. So Jean is always working on something. Jean, I think you got shows going on at your theater now, right? That you're in charge of there. She and her husband Chris run a theater. They do amazing work out there. Okay, let me see. I don't want to miss anybody, and then I'll start. Oh, Lynn Portis, genius!
genius!
Did you see Lynn Portis at
I did. I was so
Central?
jealous.
Grand Central Station? Did you see that?
Was so jealous I couldn't be there with you
Oh
guys.
my God! Well, was working, but I was watching the live stream while I was working. So Lynn, it was like a contest kind of thing where you could send um, a little, a little few notes about why you should uh, be bestowed the honor of playing at midnight. This amazing grand piano. Lynn, type in the kind of piano. I want to say it's a Steinway, but I don't want to get it wrong. Anyway, Lynn's daughter Nicole wrote a beautiful letter on behalf of her mom, and Lynn got chosen. Nicole's husband works. He is a guard. He is a police officer at the station with his wonderful dog Chris. And so Lynn got to play. She got to play for an hour from midnight to 1 a.m. Amazing.
Wow.
How beautiful is that? So we were all cheering her on. But it sounded gorgeous, and it's on. You can watch the live stream, so it's really cool. So
Lori
Lenny was
and Joan were there too, apparently.
yes. Lori and John were there. Susie and Chauncey, Chris DePiero, Marcy Castro, Greg
I
Schlotthauer.
saw Driscoll's there,
Who?
right? Melissa Driscoll and
Melissa
Leah.
Driscoll and Leonie. Yeah. So it was a lot of really nice people were there. Her daughters, Nicole and Jackie. So
Dr.
great.
Jackie.
Dr. Jackie. And we should have Dr. Jackie back on. There's just so much going on in the
Ooh,
medical.
we definitely should.
Yeah. I mean, we just have to, it's so much going on.
We need the qualified to speak on the
Yes,
other
we need someone
people,
who's
the
qualified. We'll see.
unqualified.
I'll reach out to Jackie. Now, okay, Danielle says another thing making tonight special besides the
Oh,
show, there is a
comments.
meteor shower and 2 comets due tonight for anyone with good weather to look out and see. These comets won't be back for a long time. Really? Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe I should go outside after the show. All right. So let
And
me
it is
see.
October, right?
It is October. Oh, talk about meteorites. What in God's name? Wow. This is our friend. Look how hot he is. This is our friend Greg Goodbrode, and he lives in Woodstock on a farm. And of course, this is some of his harvest there, a fall harvest. He is Mr. October. How cute is he? And I know and he's more gorgeous in real life, if you can imagine, because he's
And clean.
he's a strapping young man. So anyway, I love him very much. Gene Simpson Dunn says, I saw Lynn. It was so amazing. Wasn't it, Gene? I think so too. I got very emotional watching Lynny, as I often do. Lynn is amazing. Couple of comments right there. Okay. Yes, couple of comments right there is right, Danielle. All right. We want to tell you about a few things. Have our guests popped in yet?
They have not popped in yet, but
I'm sure they
before
will.
we go to our 2 others, so our
Yeah, we
calendars
have
are
a
almost
bunch.
coming out pretty soon.
Oh my God. Okay, so we do want to talk about this. I don't know who's more excited, me or Leo. So, we always have a calendar that comes out every year, right? And every year is great in its own way, but I gotta say, this year is pretty cool, right? Leo and I are the only 2 that really know about some of it. I mean, of course, the people that we asked, or some people approached us that wanted to be in it. That happens often. They've been sending me their stuff. We're just waiting for two more holdouts. We won't tell you who they are. And they should be in this
But what
weekend.
we've got so far.
Whoa. Wow. Am I right? I know. Poor Leo. Leo, you're going to deserve an extra special Christmas present this year for what I'm putting you through, sending you all those.
Some of these are my friends.
I know.
And I'm like, friend.
Friend. I know, honey. I know all about it. But it's really great. One of the centerfolds, and I won't tell you who it is yet until we get to it, said, I have been working towards this my entire life. I said, well, anyway, that's what they said. They were like, yes, I would love to do it.
I was thinking there was another one besides that, but our friend who that as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. George, that might just be my favorite. It's hard to pick though. There's so many cute ones. I mean, let me tell you seriously, this is the calendar to get. This is the calendar to get. Let us know ahead of time if you would like a calendar. I'll save you one. I'm not going to order as many as I usually do.
But I will tell you this, friends. Our calendar has become so popular that the calendar company actually called us this year.
I know.
To make sure that we were doing our bit.
Isn't that great?
That's really kind of cool.
We've become regulars. Well, this is our fifth season now, right?
Yeah.
Fifth season. And Susie usually gets one for her mother. Barbara Campanero loves her calendar. Isn't that cute? She's 90.
I'm sure it keeps the blood flowing.
Yeah, it certainly does. I love that. All right. So speaking of the blood flowing, we have a couple of picks of the week, picks of the month type thing. Okay. So here's the first thing. I was really, really, really trying to have Laura Pavles, our friend Laura Pavles, on the show tonight because she is in this and it looks amazing. But she is in rehearsals for this right now and was going to be done at 9, but they're having a costume fitting tonight. So she's not going to be able to join us and was very sad about it. But I told her I would promo it. First of all, if you don't know Laura Pavles, if you do know Laura Pavles, you know that she is literally a vocal dynamo. Pavles. That's how you spell her last name. Like just a powerhouse of a singer. If you do know her, you know that. If you don't know her, trust me on this. You can look her up on Facebook. She does a lot of cruise. She and our friend Heidi Waymuller, they do a lot of chanteuse kind of stuff on cruise ships. They're really, really successful. They do a lot of cruise ships. But right now she's not doing the cruise ship because she's doing this show. And this show is called Fixing Frankie. I don't want to get it wrong. So let me read this. It's Fixing Frankie. And the story, it's an original story of acceptance, forgiveness, and joy. And she told me a little bit about it. And it really is very moving. It's very
I see a nun in one of those pictures, so there's got to be some comedy in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Laura is at the bottom, the very bottom there, opposite the nun. She's an amazing actress, an amazing singer. So she's October 31st to November 15th at the Art Theater, 502 West 53rd Street. And it was written by Joe Langworth and Steve Marzullo. Two amazing talents.
And if you're listening out there, you can go to fixingfrankiethemusical.com. Sorry, fixingfrankiemusical.com.
Okay, fixingfrankiemusical.com. Go and check that out, and I'm sure that they're going to get a write-up in Broadway world if they haven't already. I mean, they'll get something because it's just you get some amazing talent in there. But Laura Pavles, seriously, is one of those singers that I've worked with over the years, like maybe here and there, a shift here and there, or I've seen her in shows and I always end up doing this. Like I find myself having that kind of reaction to her voice, and her energy is like electric. So
And she's
I
at
can't.
Don't Tell Mama nightly usually, right?
Yes, she's at Don't
And
Tell
that's a
Mama show
powerhouse staff.
a few times a week, and she's really. And she and John Satcham. I mean, I directed John Satcham's show a few years ago, and she was in that as well. And she's amazing, but also one of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your life. Just sweetheart of a person. So please go and check that out. Now, speaking of sweetheart of a person, our buddy and great cabaret supporter, he runs Nightlife Exchange. He also is the general manager at Ellen Stardust in Times Square and cabaret royalty, Scotty Barbarino. He's been on the show many times, and we love Scotty. And it was a lot of confusion. I was anyway. He was maybe going to be on the show too, but I think that was my fault because I was trying to get everybody on. And anyway, okay. So
Season.
it's a busy season. I wanted to get everybody on, and then I was like, I think I have too many people in now. But okay, so his show is called the Barbarino's Next Big Act, right?
Boo Night Out.
Boo Night Out. Okay. So
it's Tuesday, October 28th at Lips.
Okay. Tuesday. Yeah, no, October 28th, which is a week from tonight at Lips. And Lips is located at 227 East 54th Street. And I believe that is between 2nd and
56th Street.
56th? Oh, thank you, honey. 54. Thank you for fixing it.
Look at he's got Barbarino and the Bebnots are performing. Zach Carter, oh my God! If you've ever been to Ellen's, Zach Carter is such a great entertainer. He's really funny. And then Liz Davies is also on that list.
I saw Liz. She came into the duplex last week. I love Liz.
Was a little birdie named Billy Goffey texted me. He's like, "Look who I saw."
I know. A little birdie Bill Goffey is everywhere these days.
Yes, he is.
I look around, there he is. He was stopped by Stonewall last night briefly, and he always comes into the duplex on Wednesdays. So I'm sure I'll see him tomorrow night. All right. So this show, Barbarino's, what's it called? Next Big Act? Oh, Boo Night.
Boo Night Out, because it's for the Halloween season.
For the Halloween season. So Zach Carter, Liz Davies, Vivian LaBarbera, Summer Rona, Seth Stiles, Matt Bailey, Magic
Brian,
Michelle Balin. Michelle Balin, she's a comedian, very funny. And Avant Garbage. I don't know.
I think it's Avant Garbage.
Oh, Garbage, right. Avant Garbage. You know what? What's wrong with me? I'm just not French enough. I'm never French enough. Avant Garbage. Thank you. Will be there as well. So that show starts at 7, doors open at 6:30. Those are our 2 picks this week. Good picks. Yeah. You know, I always go with stuff that I would want to see if I was off that night, and I'm unfortunately not. But I would go. Now I'm going to try to see Laura's show because it's 2 weeks. So I'm going to try. You know whose show I really want to see? And I don't know how I'm going to make this happen. John Bronson is still doing Spunk at Yale Repertory, which is an original production. They found all this material after 90 years.
That was such a good interview.
I love John so much. He's been away doing all kinds of things. I think he's coming back to Brandy's in 2 weeks, I think. But he's been really, really, really busy, and we miss him. But this is the last week for Spunk at Yale. And he told me that it's a good week to get tickets. Like they have some tickets. So it's been really hard to get tickets. But you know what I love that they're doing, which I really appreciate, is they are doing a lot, which he came on the show and talked about. They're doing a lot of stuff for young audiences, like free performances. And that's how and Leo, I'm sure you too, as a kid, I was the beneficiary of a lot of these, whether it was that I was a teacher and I took my classes, but there's a lot of amazing programs in the city and also in Massachusetts where I grew up, where we got to see a lot of amazing theater and really changed my life, changed the trajectory of my life. It's the reason I am who I am. because I was exposed to theater, whether it was because of my dad. My dad was a real huge theater buff and opera buff and jazz buff. So I just went with him lots of times. And then, these free tickets. So I thank all the theater companies that do give these tickets to kids and programs. And it's just wonderful. Thank you. Keep doing it. I know we live in hard times, but I do believe, and I mean this, I'm not just saying this to be optimistic, but I do feel like we are in the eye of the storm, but we will come out on the other side and good will prevail. That's all I'm going to say. I do believe that America is not over and good will prevail. We must believe. As Leo's song says, you got to believe. Right?
You got
Leo,
it.
yeah.
It's faith, yes, and we do have wonderful our favorite one of our favorite couples of conversation.
Okay, I don't want them to be waiting for us too long, but I didn't. But I do want now that all that we've been saying leads us also to our next. We were texting a few weeks ago, and they were just letting me know what they do. I like that people always let me know what they're up to, like creatively. I appreciate that very much. So please, if you're out there and you have something coming up, always let me know. Like Scotty's great about that. He'll just text me a flyer and I'm like, great. Like I want to promo it because I love all the people he works with. I love him. We love that people just keep things going and going and going. So I was texting with Keith and Barbara, and this is fascinating to me. And I said to them, hey, you should just come on and talk about it. Because who better to talk about it than the people who are actually created and curated this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's called Buried Treasure. And there's so much to this that I don't want to mess it up. I'm going to have them tell you about it. I have all the info, but who better than the two people responsible for this magic? Oh my God, I love them. How much do you love Barbara Siesel and Keith Torgan? We love you.
We love you.
Oh
No,
my
we love
God.
you
Yeah.
more.
Oh
Keith
my
Torgan has a
God.
piece of my soul already, so I
I know.
that's
Keith,
what happens when you make art with somebody.
Leo showed his Torgan earlier. Do you have it handy? You have your Torgan handy?
No,
Look
he's
at
got
this.
it.
I know.
He's got it. Wait, look.
Whoa.
I know Keith did that a couple years ago for Christmas. I wanted to do, or Leah's birthday, I wanted to do something special. And I was like, Keith, could I commission you to do? He's like, sure. And look at the incredible work that, and also I have one of me and you, Leo, that I have at home. That's adorable. So thank you. We love our Torgans.
I love it.
Welcome.
We love
It
them.
goes right here. While you're talking, I'm going to hang it back on because it goes on my art wall right behind me.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Oh, how great.
So if you haven't seen Keith and Barbara before on our show, I'll just give you a little brief intro. They are amazing, amazing musicians and songwriters, and also there's art involved now, as if things weren't gorgeous enough and amazing enough. Now there's art and portraits involved, and this thing has just become it's got a life of its own here, literally. So Buried Treasure, the songs of Keith Torgan. Okay, Barbara and Keith, I'm going to hand the reins over to you and have you tell everybody what this is, because I don't want to get it wrong.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You won't be the first.
I know, that's why.
So, quite a few years ago, somebody had a friend. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. We love you too.
Yeah, we
Oh,
love
I
you
know.
too.
Lynn loves you.
Hi. So quite a few years ago, a friend had asked me to write a song for her partner at the time. He was a novelist. He was struggling. She wanted him to send it into publishers. He wasn't finishing it. She said, Keith, would you please write a song for him? So I wrote this song, and it was one of the best things I'd ever written. And I realized, well, this is a really interesting thing to do, is to create portraits of people in a song, whether it's, sort of the expanse of their lives, the theme of their lives, just a section, a story, something that happened. And we're upstate at our house right now. As you can probably tell, we have this beautiful stone wall behind us.
I love it.
And last year, there was an opportunity for a grant, a NISCA grant. And Barbara said to me, Keith, you should really do song portraits of the people in this community, the farmers. We're living in a rural area. And I thought, okay, but I'd never applied for a grant before. And so I did. And it was so, the idea for the piece was so clear in my mind that I got the grant.
Wow.
So
Yes, because you know, we keep talking about these difficult times. So here we are, we're New Yorkers, we've come up to this rural area in the Northwest Catskills, and so have a lot of other people from the city. And then, you know, there are people there who have lived in the area for generations, many generations. And so there's farmland, and there's art galleries, and there's all this stuff. And so, you know, we're all there together. And so I started to think, well, why couldn't you find a way to make a bridge through the music and the portraits? And so,
Oh, I love that.
he's
Now,
get-
did you folks go up during COVID, or was it before COVID?
we started looking for a house. You know what, Maria? I never wanted a house. It never even occurred to
Yeah,
me.
I know.
You know, what bank is going to, you know, give us, you know, artists, musicians, a loan for a house? But that did not stop Barbara.
I love.
She
Well,
just
Barbara, listen. Let's just say what it is. Barbara is amazing, and she is grounded. And people like you and I, Keith, we need that. We come on.
I'm grounded.
Yes, you are grounded.
Exciting. Oh,
You are
so
grounded.
exciting.
I mean, I see you as very, very grounded. Now, you're also an amazing flautist, right? And you work in many Broadway pits.
I have in the past. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, so you're an artist, but people like you, I don't know what it is. There's certain people that just are very grounded like that, or they're good for people like us, Keith, because they what is the word that they anchor us?
Do I anchor you?
You definitely anchor me.
Oh, but
Yes,
you anchor me, because if I didn't have him, I'd be like, I'm depressed. I'm depressed. I'm depressed.
And I'm
Can't
just,
be depressed around Torgan. You can't.
yeah, except when I'm depressed.
Well, right.
Which
Right.
these days it's really easy to be depressed. So
You know what? Leo and I were talking about it before, and I talked to all my friends, most of them that are on here. I really, the last few days, I've been trying not to watch the news. Of course, I stay connected to what's happening because I don't want to be in the dark. But I have really tempered my intake, and it's been kind of amazing. I did it because my TV was I was switching from one TV to another, and so I didn't have a TV for a few days. And then I kind of left it off, and I said, wow, this is kind of cool.
This is better, right?
Yeah, like if something really happens, it comes on my phone anyway. The headline comes on the phone, or my girlfriend will text me, or somebody will be like, did you hear now what happened? Like that happens all day long. We know that. But it helps to take a little bit of a breather and hang out with people I love, and look at beautiful pictures that my friends have created, listen to beautiful music that my friends have created, take in the fall. The foliage is it's like God's work. It's like
So
I always,
beautiful.
you know, it's so
Yes.
amazing up here. I
Right?
mean, you know, just go. I mean, you know, before we lived up here, it was like, oh, let's go leaf peeping. Now we're in
Yeah.
the midst of it all the
No,
time.
it's just
And how
so
does it feel?
totally.
And it is, you know, there is kind of a pall over things. And so, you know, as we're driving we do a lot of our shopping at an Amish market that's about
Oh, how
10
nice.
minutes from here. And the road, the path there is very beautiful. And
Yeah.
even with the pall, I try to force myself to like just appreciate how incredibly breathtakingly beautiful.
Yes, you have to
This
look
land is your land.
at all
This
that.
land is
Yeah.
my land. From California
to
to
New
New
York.
York
York
Island.
Island.
Woo.
I
So
know, I agree. And you know what? It's like when I drive to Massachusetts to visit my sister now, which I do a couple times a year. It's the same thing. I say to myself, I'm not going to listen to any news. I'm just going to listen to either podcasts or music. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. And all of a sudden, I'm driving down these beautiful, beautiful roads. And I think these roads have been here for hundreds of years. Politics will change, will go up and down. And of course, I feel like we should always stay engaged. No doubt about that. But let's take in the beauty of the world that we have. You
Right,
know?
we
Yeah.
have to, because that's certainly bigger than, we hope it's bigger than anything uh, that could happen.
Yeah.
I like to look at the birds and ducks or swans in the
Yes.
water. And the thing about here's my point. I'm just watching them do their thing, and they're just doing their thing. They're so
Right.
free and they're so calm. And if I
Yeah.
really meditate on them for a while, I can get calm too.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Judy, my girlfriend, has a new grandson. He's 4 months old this week. And so we have him a lot. And it has completely blown my mind at how beautiful life is. It's bizarre. It's like all of a sudden I'm looking at things completely different, and he's so beautiful and pure and adorable. And I'm like, okay, I want to be I want to be a good energy for this little being. I don't want to have all this nervousness. And like we all are agreeing, there's a lot to be nervous about. However, as artists, and Leonard Bernstein said it better than anybody. It's like now it is our time to create more than we ever have, more
Yes,
intently than we ever had. And I always remember that. Sometimes I post it on my wall. I have this beautiful picture of him with those words. And so anyway, let's
So that's
talk
really
about.
Yeah, so that's really one of the main reasons why we created Echoes. Originally, it was called Echoes of Otsego.
That's
Because
where
we're
you
in
live.
Because
Otsego
we're in
County,
that,
yeah.
and that's where the grant
That was the
was.
grant, yeah.
So it's a cabaret installation of community portraits.
Wow.
So it's a combination of song portraits. So in this particular iteration
yeah.
of this, I did 10 portraits. 5 of them of people who were born, bred, and raised in Otsego County, and the other 5 of people like us who have come from other places.
Wow.
The idea was, well, initially I was thinking, let's find commonality, so it's been a really extraordinary. That's actually the outside of the gallery that we premiered it at, and that is a giant poster of my head.
I love it. But you're so animated, Keith.
Keith's self-portrait for it, and he painted portraits of all the people that he interviewed and wrote songs about. So you had this gallery installation of an art installation.
There
you
it
can see it
is.
a little bit there.
Amazing.
And then you had the concert, and then eventually everything will be recorded, so you would have the QR code. So it's like a real installation. It's like this experience of going through the art, the music, the live, the recorded, and then some B-roll, which will be extra video.
So amazing.
Yeah, each of the portraits, and I have not done this yet. It was supposed to be one of the first things that happened, was each of the songs is recorded, and each of the portraits, they're very large and they're on aluminum.
Oh, wow.
And the reason that it was actually Barbara's idea to put them on aluminum. And the reason we did that is because I do it all digitally. And, when you see something in an iPad or a computer, everything is so bright and the light shines through it, gives it. So the aluminum, putting it on aluminum gives it a similar impact.
Now, you see what I mean about Barbara? You see what I mean? Is my point exactly.
Well,
a great idea.
I have some vision.
I know,
do
but
have
how
some
did you come up with aluminum? I would never think that.
Well,
did that-
I had done a piece a few years ago, and the gallerist who had my stuff said, "I want you to do that piece. Would you put it on aluminum?"
I never heard of that.
It's incredible. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really. It's quite cool. It's hard to tell.
You really can't
You
tell.
can't quite experience them, but
Oh, it's so beautiful.
and then
So
they
where
also
is
you
where is
can-
this
they're also-
gallery?
This is in Otsego, also in this little town that we live in.
Which is called Gilbertsville.
This, we didn't tell them they should watch this tonight.
Oh,
dear.
we forget. No, we
That's
didn't.
okay. You can save it and then you can send it to them.
Okay. Yeah, the gallerist, the person who owns the gallery is this guy. He's 93 now, and he's a sculptor, a ceramic artist, a painter, and he moved here like 12, 13 years ago because
Yeah, the piece of
he
his right
fell
there.
in love. That's right. He fell in love with this woman who is this very well-known potter, like incredible potter.
Mm.
And so he moved from California and he moved in with her and he bought the old hardware store that gone out of business because it's America, right? And he created this art gallery with music because there's a Steinway piano and a stage.
Really?
Yeah.
And we've done a concert series every summer.
And Barbara's been
Leo.
curating
that I have
concert
been
series there.
curating and playing flute at with all sorts of thematic kind of approach to
Oh, wow.
programming. And then so then when Keith got the grant, it was like, well, where's he going to do? It had to be premiered in Otsego County, and there are not that many art galleries there.
Yeah.
So then we went back to this guy. This is him, Marcus.
The guy, the elderly looking fellow on the left.
Wow. He's great. He's great. That's a great face.
Yeah.
And
the person next to him, Leo, I know you're working on that. Okay, so that's Heather Melita Covington. And one of the things, this is a small town. There were 400 people living here.
Wow.
So bizarre.
But it is unbelievable. When we first got here, the night before we moved in, we had to do all this paperwork. I've never bought a house before, and it was COVID. And so we went to Cooperstown. Cooperstown is about 45 minutes from here. And that's where our lawyer, our real estate guy was. And so, but we had to do it all outside. So we were in the car in the middle, and there was a car for the other party on the right side and the one on the left side. Yeah, this is true.
That's a COVID story if I ever heard one.
And because the his assistant,
was pregnant.
Was pregnant, and they didn't want us in the office. The paralegal was pregnant, and because it was COVID, they want us in the office. So anyway, I was terrified the night before we went to sign the papers for this.
The mortgage.
We were staying this beautiful bed and breakfast in Cooperstown, and I turned to Barbara and I said, "I'm not buying this house." And she said, "What?" I said, "I don't care. I can't do this. I cannot buy a house." She said, "But what about like the people, the sellers?" "I don't care about them." "But what about the bank?" "I don't care about the bank." She said, "Call your brother."
It was 2 a.m.
It was 2 a.m. So I called my brother and I called one of my best friends, and they both talked me off the ledge.
And then we decided if we didn't like it in 6 months, we could sell it.
And that's
I
what they
love
said to
that.
us.
Yeah.
So anyway,
We're still here.
we're still here. It's 4 years now.
They
We've been
haven't
here for
chased
4
us
years.
out yet for being New York.
Thank God. Wait till they find
York.
out.
Fill in the blank.
Fill in all the blanks that you can find.
But here's the thing. This is a town filled with artists and musicians. And I mean, our block,
Filmmakers,
with a quarter of a mile, there are
songwriters.
4 songwriters living on this block.
Really?
It's
So
unbelievable.
Let's go to the songs when you take the picture first, or do you write
Okay,
the song?
I'll tell you what I do. And I don't have any of it on here, and I probably should have
Had
sent some of
like,
it.
Samples?
Okay, so I've created what I call a song sitting. So it's like sitting for a painting, but you're sitting for a song. And
Oh, I
I've created
love
this
that.
process which is lots of questions, basically. You know, what's important to you? What are your goals in life? What's your passion? What is the worst thing that ever happened? I mean, it's pretty extensive, and it can last anywhere from an hour to 3 days, depending on the
Wow.
person. It really depends on how forthright people are. The woman that
You
was
should
in
do
that,
Maria.
I should do. I would love to do your song portrait. I would,
Wow.
and Leo too. I would.
Oh my,
I mean, it would be a
anytime.
thrill for me to do that.
Anytime.
So anyway, so then I get all this information, but I also video the interview,
I love that.
and then I use the video as to find the shots that I think would make the best paintings.
Oh, I love that. That's so
Yeah.
so interesting. I'm not just saying that. It's just like I've never heard of anything like that. That's so original.
Well, you know what's great about it? It gets you out of yourself.
Yes, it does.
And that's why I think the songs are so good, because not that I haven't written songs that are good that are, you know,
You're a great songwriter. I know you're writing.
but when you're in somebody else's life, I mean, it's
Yeah.
like writing a musical, really.
Yes.
Because you accept they're real. It's people, you're really there with them, and you get to really experience who they are. So that woman, Heather, which our picture was up a few minutes ago, she's the baker in this town. The reason I mentioned it's a small town.
Oh wow.
This is so small. We have one restaurant, which is only open half the year, and we have a bake shop.
It's owned by this crazy Iranian.
Yes, and a crazy Iranian who believes the world is flat. And but that's Heather. She is a amazing baker, and so I did her song portrait, and
Wow.
it was I went into the bake shop to do it, and I did it in the kitchen. I interviewed her in the kitchen, and the first interview was horrible. We could not connect, and I videoed the whole thing, and then I ended up losing all of the video footage, and so then I went
No
back.
coincidence. No, that's no coincidence.
Right. You had to lose it. Right.
Yeah, that is higher power. I'm telling you, the fact that you lost that because you had to go back in. The
I had to go-
energy, the energy was wrong.
It was very bad, actually. And I realized, you know what? Stop asking her questions about herself. Just let her talk about what she's doing, about the baked goods and the this and the that. And so I created a song called Heather's Pastries, which really what's amazing about her and the bake shop. Her husband, I did his interview too. He manages the bake shop.
And people come from like all the surrounding counties because it's really some of the very best bread, pastry, cakes
Wow.
that you could get even in New York City. I mean, I've had friends come up and say, "Oh my God, this is better than what I had in Belgium," you know, and stuff like that. It's really good.
Oh, I believe it. I love By the way, I'm taking a moment. I usually do a food section of the show, but tonight I don't have food because I came straight from the city to my girlfriend's, and it's a long story. We ate, but I always have dessert.
Oh,
Now that you're talking about pastries, there's
That
a
looks
wonderful, isn't
good.
that gorgeous?
What
There's
is
a
it?
wonderful Turkish bakery right on the
Ooh.
corner of her street, down the corner of her street. It's called Satay. It's a Turkish bakery, just beautiful. Saray. Anyway, this is a pumpkin walnut cheesecake.
Oh,
Look at how beautiful. And I have never seen anything like the Turkish bakeries. I mean, it's just like every single piece is a work of art. And just inside the case is just rows and rows of the most gorgeous, most delicious pastries.
right,
So,
remember?
Oh
in
yeah, well we were in
Istanbul?
Istanbul, the
Oh,
bakeries.
oh, you were.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We were in Istanbul.
When were you
right before
there?
the pandemic.
Right
Well,
before.
we had been in Germany. We were there performing and teaching at one of the music conservatories in
University.
Hanover.
Yeah.
And then we went to Istanbul to Barbara was teaching there.
Wow,
Istanbul is
really, Barbara?
amazing.
I've heard.
Amazing.
It's magic,
And
really.
they have these they look like bagels, but they're called
I
don't
know
Do they
exactly
have
what you're gonna
those?
say.
Where
Yes,
where is this? Where are you staying right now?
I'm. My girlfriend lives in Cliffside Park, New Jersey, which is
Oh,
like
that's where all the Turkish. Yeah.
yes, it's like very dense Turkish population,
Yeah.
Right.
and their food is to die for. It's amazing. But I can't remember the name of those. Yes, but they're like
Simit.
Simit,
Simit.
SIMIT.
Yeah,
Simit.
Simit, something like
Yeah,
that.
and they're
Why does it say
incredible.
Constantinople there?
Because somebody, it's Istanbul.
Yeah.
Oh, because
You know
they're
that
going
song,
Istanbul, Constantinople.
Constantinople.
It's the song. Yeah,
Leo, why aren't you staying with us?
I know. Oh, my brother. Okay, so let me just catch up. I know we're like running late, and I want you to talk about your Chicago gig. So
Yes.
my friend Janine from high school, I went to school with her brother, but she was a little younger than us, but she and my sister always hung out we all hung out together. We had a great time. My brother Eddie did a show with the Connecticut Gay Men's Chorus called Victory Canteen years ago. The director interviewed all the men in the chorus about their life experience and wrote this incredible musical. Sounds like a very similar process.
Wow, that's cool.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's really cool.
yeah.
How beautiful. That's wonderful. Hi, Janine. Nice to see you.
Hi,
She's the
Janine.
sweetest.
Nice to meet you.
Well, her brother Eddie and I were in Fiddler on the Roof in high school. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if I ever told you that.
Wait,
Did you
what'd
know
you
that
play?
I was Golda? Of
You
course.
were Golda.
Do you love me? Do I
Oh,
what?
I'm
Of
your
course, I was Golda. But anyway, so now I because we could talk about this for another hour, but
Good.
I know you have a Chicago show coming up.
We do.
What's
So,
happening there?
okay, so here's the thing. We work with the Ravinia Festival in Chicago. I
What
don't know
is
if you know what
that?
that is.
No.
It's like
It's
For
like
the
Tanglewood.
Midwest. It's the summer home of the Chicago Symphony.
Oh,
And they have a program
wow.
called Reach, Teach, Play. And so we've worked with them for the past decade or a little
Yeah, I
more.
can't
We
believe
go
how
to
long.
Chicago and we work in the schools there.
Oh,
We bring
nice.
our kids, we bring Green Golly and our Golden Flute, which is our introduction to classical music for
I
kids,
love that.
based on Rapunzel. And so we do that in the schools in Chicago. But Barbara kept saying, you really should premiere Echoes in Chicago. So they actually have a pretty
See,
lively.
Barbara again.
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling
Here's
you.
what happened.
Wait.
He said, "Wait, no. There was a motivation." He said, "We seem to have dropped Echoes. I feel so bad." I said, "Well, why don't we just do it in Chicago?" I mean, so there's a little,
Yeah. I know
So-
you get the things back on the road, Barbara. I love that.
That's it.
So Echoes in Chicago. Where is it going to be performed?
Okay, it's going to be at a jazz club called Le Piano
Le
in
Piano.
the Rogers Park area of Chicago. It's 7:00 on Saturday, the 1st of November. And of course,
Beautiful.
we're not known in Chicago. Is the problem.
So,
So
tell
if-
your friends in Chicago.
Well,
to
we do have a
please
lot of
come.
listeners out that way, so that's why I asked you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have lots
it's
of
a-
listeners in Chicago and
It's
the
a-
surrounding areas.
I haven't actually been to this club, but I've seen photographs. It's a very beautiful place, and it's
the
a dinner
cover,
club.
it's a very, it's a $20 cover. It's not like a crazy night,
Yeah.
in terms of costs for people. And we are
When is that again?
It's Saturday night, November 1st.
At
Oh, that's
7.
coming up. That's coming
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
It
yeah.
is.
So
We are going to Chicago next Monday to do the shows with in the schools.
Wow.
Yeah,
You guys get around. I love that. You do
we're
so
flying
many
from
different
Albany.
things. Beautiful. Leo, did you want to jump in there, honey?
Is this Le Piano? Is this what we're talking
That
about?
is Le
Yes,
Piano.
that's
Oh
Le-
my God. That's great, Leo. Leo is the best.
Leo, you're amazing.
You are, Leo.
He
It's
really
getting
is.
dark in there.
Well, I
It
don't
is
want to get
beautiful.
grounded like Barbara, you know.
I know.
Go in
You
your
know
room,
what?
Leo. You're grounded like Barbara.
Leo, you are my Barbara. That's all there is to it. I need Leo.
I guess we'll be up somewhere in
Near the
there.
piano.
Near the
How
piano.
beautiful that is.
It is. Yeah. So I don't know. It's not exactly the perfect place for this show. So we'll see what it's
we're
like.
going to try to project some of the.
Yeah, they have we're going to be projecting the portraits when I do each song. On
Wow.
they have TV or something there. So,
But
That's
here's a
great.
really weird story.
oh, this is a weird story. Okay,
It's a sound.
do we have time to tell
I
it?
don't know. Do you have time?
Yeah,
Well,
we have a few minutes. We have like 2 minutes left.
Okay.
So we were invited. We called the guy because we were told by a friend who sings at Le Piano, who was recommended to us, that we should call this guy who does the booking, and he's really hard to get a hold of, and he never returns your calls. And so he took a few weeks. The phone rang. We spoke to him. He said, "Oh, okay, sounds great. I'm a painter too, and he's a musician. And wouldn't this be great? You're different. We really want you to come. You should come. Tell me how much money you want." We said, "We think about it, and we'll get back to you." And then we didn't hear from him. And like Keith was calling him, and he said, "We'll just take the door." And, we just we tried to do it all with these messages, and we still weren't hearing. So we called the guy,
Daryl the singer.
Daryl the singer. Daryl's a wonderful singer, has been singing there for many years. And he wrote back, and Keith, you can tell.
And he says, Chad Willits is the name of the guy. And he was I think he was a drummer, jazz drummer. He had a massive stroke.
No.
Yes, and he's brain dead.
No.
And they were only keeping him alive. I'm sorry.
That's enough.
And they're only keeping him alive because he's an organ donor.
Come on.
This is true.
This is true.
This is true.
It's a true
And
story.
so and
Can't make
and
this
so
stuff up.
Daryl, our singer friend, said, "But still get in touch with so and so
Joe,
because
who's
he's
the
taking over
silent
for
partner,
everything."
yeah.
Because I figured the guy's dead. We're not going to be going there to
Not
perform.
going. Yeah, it's really sad.
I
So
know, but it's also something out of Seinfeld.
it is. I'm sorry. I
Episode
was trying not to laugh.
Horrible.
It's not funny.
No, but this is crazy. You see life on life's terms, as they say. Yes, Leo, what were you going to say, honey?
No, I was just listening to the story.
That's crazy.
I'm looking at the pictures here of this place, though. It looks really dramatic.
Well, listen, at least he really was legitimately sick and not just being rude and not returning. your
Oh,
call.
Oh,
yes.
I
Well, that
know.
really goes, to me, I'm thinking, oh, maybe they don't like us. Maybe
Yeah,
they,
like
they
what's wrong?
saw my
Oh,
website.
they
They think
didn't
we
like
suck.
it,
They don't want.
right.
This is what I'm thinking. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
the guys,
You know.
not with us
Wow.
any longer.
Well, listen, good luck with the gig. Good luck with not good luck. I don't have to give you luck with portraits because
We're
you're
going
already
to China in February.
what?
So I just
China
Yeah,
with
Barb-
portraits?
No, with a flute recital and teaching, and he'll do his being on stage work.
Oh my God, that's so great.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
All right. Well, listen, while you're there, tell them we have nothing to do with the tariffs, and please just keep
I will. I will.
Just say,
When you go there, you're not supposed to ever talk about politics. So you're
Yeah.
like,
yeah. Zip. Okay. Anyway, all right. So here's the thing. I always, at the end of the show, ask our guests to leave us. I mean, your whole interview's been positive, but both of you, what I always like to leave people with something very inspirational. If we are having a hard time, we're all creative people that watch the show and contribute to the show, but there are times when we get stuck. What is the best thing to do creatively when you don't feel like being creative?
Mm.
Oh, I think you should let that happen. Right? If you don't feel like being creative, you might be in one of those, plateau, quiet periods where things are germinating. And when you come to the other side, that's when the great thing happens. But if you are constantly trying to hold it and control it because it's not coming, then in my experience anyway, it doesn't come. It comes when you're not looking, right? It comes inside, right?
I love that. That's great. How about you, Torgan? What do you got?
Well,
Gummies.
He's got Barbara.
Gummies. No.
She's laughing. No
We
gummies
left
for me,
that at
thank
the
you.
show. Okay, so
What do you do? No, first answer. Mariah's
okay,
question.
so That's what's great. That is what's great about doing portraits of other people, because it forces me to get outside of myself. And that is it's always a creative act. I mean, I also, we have a very good friend who's a very well-known jazz singer in Chicago. Her name's Tammy McCann. She's extraordinary. She's got a bunch
I'm
of.
gonna look her up. I'm gonna look her up.
Anyway, I did her song portrait, and I'm going to be premiering it also at Le Piano. And
good.
I was really avoiding it for a long time because, but then I forced myself to watch the interview that I do with her, and there are ways of like, when you have to do it, you have to
Right.
do it.
Absolutely.
And the last thing I'll say is, we performed at the Oneonta No Kings Day. And the
Wow.
day before, I was actually very nervous about it. Not about performing, but all the negative
Yeah,
stuff.
I know.
They're going to shoot me when I'm on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
So
Good way to go. That's what I
so
thought.
that's the other thing. Being of service.
Right.
Being
Yes.
of service. That's really
Absolutely. I love that. Well, as always, I love talking to you. It's just always leaves me feeling happy and it's just wonderful. You're great company. You're both such great company.
Thank
And
you,
of course,
Leo.
Leo is our love. We love Leo.
Leo.
I gotta
those
mention one
cheeks.
word to keep this conversation
Yes,
as true as
please.
our other one. Sondheim.
Sondheim.
Son.
Yeah,
Remember
because we always, every time that we've met, we've always had to talk about or mention Sondheim in our conversations. Each
Yes,
time
we
that
have.
Barbara
We
and
all.
Kit went on.
Yep. When
Just
Sondheim
keep it
passed
focused.
away, we had you two came on and helped us sell.
That's
With that.
right.
But
I
even the
remember
conversation
that.
before that, I believe that we talked about Sondheim and songwriting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whenever,
Sondheim
I think it's been
today?
2 or 3
Somebody
times.
hold me too close.
Yeah.
Somebody hurt me too deep.
I love it.
Somebody sit in my chair and ruin my sleep.
And
I
Barbara,
love
stop it
it.
because you're grounded.
That's it. She's grounded. My
Grounded.
favorite Sondheim is "I Remember Sky."
Oh, it's such a
So
gorgeous song.
beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So many, so beautiful. Anyway, I can't thank you enough. I want to thank our everyone that listened in tonight. And please, you can listen back. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. Everything gets archived, and every single podcast platform that you can think of, Leo makes sure he uploads us to. And who's better than Leo? Nobody. That's the answer.
Nobody.
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 So good luck with everything you do. I love you both very much. Leo,
Love
you
you
know how much I love
too.
you.
Come visit us in Gilbertsville.
us.
Both of you are
will.
welcome here.
Leo, bring up that Torgan again, that picture.
Oh, man.
Yes, let's.
No, he's on the wall.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's on
But
the wall behind me. See?
okay, he's on the wall now.
Oh.
But anyway, thank you, everybody. Just remember, just hang in there. We will outlive the darkness as we always do. And when you don't know what to do, just make art. It's the best way to handle it.
And support each other. We must support each other during this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you can go to buriedtreasure.life or www.torganart.com to support our friends here.
I love it. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next Tuesday night. And remember that we love and appreciate you.
Yes.
Good night.
Good
night.
night.